All right, welcome back. I have a special guest with me. We've got Zack joining us again today. Hopefully, everything's all good and set. Let's go over here. Excited you both will be back on together. I know. It actually was him. We did our first live together on Sunday, and he was like, I actually could have gone longer. So I was like, well, we can always do more sprints. So, yeah, that's why we're doing today because we both have today off. So, you excited?
I'm excited. I'm starting a new book, trying to get it done before August starts. So,
Yeah. Hi, I'll be reading Cirque Berserk. I just put that in my August TBR. My August TBR will be coming tomorrow, I think. I have it edited and posted. I just need to make sure that tomorrow's when I actually want to upload it. I think he's actually going to have a video go up tomorrow too. So, right?
I am. I don't,
It's a
I,
come shop with me.
yeah, that's why you're here because you remember that stuff. I know.
We went to Barnes and Noble yesterday. We went to one that we haven't been to in quite a long time to, obviously find some books. And um I was like, "Oh, I want to go pick out books." And he's the one who found like 10 books he wanted and I ended up only finding one, but I still am also going to have a come shop with me video coming up too, and you'll get to see the book that I picked. So, yeah. Hi Casey. Good morning. I'm finally able to join your live sprints. So excited to get to have some mommy time. Nice. Are you going to be reading anything? Let us know. We'll tell you what we're reading in just a second. Hi, I'm reading The Nothing Man. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like this is the book that I have just talked about constantly for some reason. I don't even know how it came about, but it came
Probably
up
me.
in a reading sprint, I think. And yeah, I've found myself talking about that book like almost every sprint because someone else is reading it or something. I don't know if it has anything to do with me, but if it is, um, let me know how you're liking it though, Paula. And I am still struggling through the Pallbearers Club, but I actually should be able to finish it on these sprints. So,
Yes. So our plan originally was to do two sprints today, one now and one later in the day.
yeah.
But I think because I want to try and get my book done, and I'm just starting it, and it's like the audiobook's like 3-4 hours or something like that. I also have bowling league tonight, so I'm kind of like, yeah. So basically, we're just gonna make one bigger sprint.
If we did sprints tonight, it wouldn't be until literally like 9 p.m. So it'd be like late night sprints on his channel, and it'd probably only be for like 2 hours or
Or
something.
by the time this one was done, we'd have to start the next one like immediately, and that just kind of doesn't make sense.
Let
So
us know if you like late night sprints though, because sometimes that can actually work out for us, especially on his channel. So
woo.
let us know. I'm really enjoying it. Nice. How much do you have left in it? I've got under 100 pages left now in this book, so I should be able to finish it during these sprints. I actually just realized, let me grab my phone quick. I'm on Goodreads and Storygraph, newly on Storygraph as like a week ago. I'm in the middle of like four books right now. Of course, I haven't upgraded or updated Storygraph. I'm in the middle of The Pallbearers Club. I'm in the middle of The Stillwater Girls by Minka Kent. It's over there. I wish I brought it over. I've got an ebook going of All Good People and by Ashley Flowers, who's the podcast host of Crime Junkie. And then I can't remember the fourth book I'm in the middle of. Oh, The Haunting of Hill House, which we're not going to talk about. Still working through
It's
that.
like how I'm in the middle of 11/22/63.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been doing that for about 2 years now.
Hi, I'm reading. Oh, you've already been here. I'm reading Lock Every Door. That is a great book. He's read all of Riley Sager's books, and I've only read two of them. I read Lock Every Door, and I read um, what's the other one? Oh, Survive the Night. I hated that one. Well, I hated the ending of that one, which kind of made me hate the book.
Also,
So
if you're obviously when we read, we'll be muting ourselves. But as we're talking, if you hear a lot of weird noises, we've got our front window open because it's a nice day out, and our
finally,
neighbors decided to go outside and start doing stuff. And now there's a bunch of grasshoppers and cicadas. So very
um,
nice.
but we finally, it's not like super steamy hot here. So we're like, let's open the windows and get some fresh air in the house.
Should we go over a few more comments and then show my book?
Oh, yeah. Hi, thanks for coming. I'm starting Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. He read that book, and that is also going to be on my August TBR. So I guess
Spoiler.
I'm spoiling a lot of my TBR that's coming out tomorrow. But how did you like it?
I think I gave it 4.5, 4 stars or something like that.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
enjoyed it. I don't remember what irked me about it. I did a reading vlog with it too, but I can't like remember what it was like. What stopped it from being a
I
five?
don't know either. What do you think of the Paw Bears Club so far? I am like, I like the idea and the concept of it, but it's just been really slow. And so I'm just kind of like dragging my way through the book. I started this on Sunday and it's less than 300 pages. And normally I would have been able to finish a book that length in, you know, 2 days or something, but it's just taking me a little bit longer. So, but I think I like the idea of it. And so I'm willing to stick it out till the end, even though it's kind of dragging right now. Which one should I read next after that? Late night sprints sound good to me. Well, yeah, so it'd probably be at like 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So whatever that is in wherever you are, because we don't usually get home from bowling until like 9:15. So yeah, it would be pretty late nights, a little late night.
In terms of what to read next, I would say
What are your options? We Do you
no.
have choices?
I think she's referring to Riley Sager.
Oh,
It would depend on what you haven't read yet, but I would definitely say what's the other one? Home Before Dark was really good.
that's one I want to read.
Um, I actually really enjoyed Survive the Night. I liked the ending, even though Danielle did not. That is one of the books that we differ hardcore on.
The next two that I want to read are Home Before Dark and The Last Time I Lied.
Wait, you
Because I
never read Home Before Dark?
no, I don't think so. And then The Last Time I Lied, which is like the summer camp one.
I could have swore you read that one. Okay. Um,
So
threw me for a loop. Yeah, but I have read all of them. Well, I DNF'd The House Across the Lake. We don't want to talk about that one though. We're going to talk about Bruno. But yeah, no. I would probably say Home Before Dark because that the Lock Every Door and Home Before Dark are my top 2 out of 3. I like Survive the Night. Final Girls, I despised that book. Um, the Last Time I Lied was okay. Um, I haven't read any other books, but okay, well that's very helpful because you have like 5 other options. So
I would say go with Home Before Dark.
between the two, Home Before Dark is a lot more.
Between the two, there's like 5 options.
Well, I'm okay. I'm referencing the book she's currently reading. Um, in terms of like Lock Every Door and Home Before Dark, I say Home Before Dark. If I remember correctly, because that was the first one I read by him, is a bit more of like a ghost kind of story. I think.
She's asking which one to read next after Lock Every Door.
Okay. I don't think we're reading the same question, honey.
Oh my god,
I'm
whatever.
saying
Do you do you want to share what book you're
I
reading
will be
today?
over here if you need me. Okay,
All right.
just let
Do you
me
want to share
know.
the book that you're going to be
Yeah,
reading?
sure, I'll share.
You're
I'm
starting a new book.
yes, I am starting a new book. I am starting Video Night by Adam Caesar. I have read Clown in a Cornfield by him and I really enjoyed the book. I'm awaiting the sequel, Clown in a
This
Cornfield
month
2.
or August.
Um, Video Night, by what I read, it's about 2 boys. I believe they're in high school and they throw this party before the school year is up or before summer's up, before they go to college or something like that, and like their lives change completely. And an alien invasion kind of like breaks out,
Yeah, it's
and
supposed to be like sci-fi horror.
so it's intriguing to me. Which I'm hoping I can get this done during a sprint. The audiobook's like 4 hours, so If you're here for the long haul, this might be like a 4 hour sprint. If
Oh
not,
gosh.
if not, then we might finish it in tonight sprint if we decide to do that, which we very well might.
Well, yeah, he was looking for a shorter book that he could finish off today because whatever he finishes today will probably be the last
The
July
last,
read
yeah, because I don't want to start
because he
one of my
works all
August. I
weekend.
don't want to start one of my August books.
No,
Yeah,
you work all weekend, so you're not going to be able to finish another July book. So he wanted one more short one to be able to finish today. It's 11:11. Make a wish. I love long sprints. Well,
physically I do not, but in terms of reading, yes.
oh my gosh. We are like on it today. You're gonna annoy me today, I feel like.
I annoy you every day. I don't know
That's
what you're.
not true.
It's
All right.
it's very true.
11:12. How about at 11:15 we start the first 30-minute? How do we feel about that?
Oh, I thought you were about to say 11:15. Let's stop. I'm like, okay, a nice 3 minute sprint. That's fine.
No. I did a
I
15
love
minute
shorter sprints.
I did a 15-minute sprint with Nakia and Aaron because Nakia had to go. And so we were like, well, let's just do a quick 15-minute. I actually feel like I got more reading done in that 15-minute because I was like, oh, it'll be nice and fast. I think I have like 80 pages left in the book. So I'm a slower reader because I'm literally just doing the physical read. So I probably will only read another, maybe I can get 25 pages done in the first 30-minute sprint. Here's hoping though, because I would love to finish this with you guys, and then I can start a new book or possibly finish the Stillwater Girls. So
Or The Haunting of Hill House.
no, I won't be reading that today. I don't want to get in a reading slump. Hi,
Hello.
how are ya? What are you reading? Those sprints the other night were fun. I had a blast, yes, and we're planning to do another round, either probably on mine or Aaron's channel, sometime hopefully soon, because we had a fabulous time and we've been chatting a little bit on Instagram, so we'll definitely plan another round. So
Glad I can be part of it.
you can be part of it if
I
you're
meant-
home that night.
I meant the other one. Okay, yeah. I'll be here if you need me.
All right, let's do 30 minutes. Oh, I have to like reach for the keyboard. Read until.
I mean, you honestly could have asked me to type.
Yeah, that would have been easier. Let's do. Oh, do you have options that we could choose between? If you do,
you have 60 seconds to tell us what it is and us to respond because the
true.
sprint starts at 15.
No, that's not true. Take your time. Yeah, if you give us options, we can choose one for you, or we can recommend one.
Read it.
No, I'm not going to suggest that. I would never put you onto a 1,200 page. I almost said $1,200, 1,200 page book. That would not be my recommendation.
It's only 11 and change.
Oh, stop. Also, I don't know if you're more of the thriller reader or more of a horror reader. So, yeah, give us some options you have to choose from. No, I don't have. Okay. Wow. There's a wide catalog to choose from. So, what's been your favorite book this month?
Mine.
What's been your favorite book this month?
Uh,
Mine has been Notes on an Execution. I recommend that if you haven't read it, that could be maybe your style.
I've read 8 books this month, and I've got 4 of them I can see, and the other 4 I don't remember. Oh,
Kin or Upgrade, probably.
I don't know if I want to say Kin was my favorite. Upgrade was really good. I would also say the Carol Haunt by Darcy Coates. I will say though, if you listen to the audiobook and do a physical read, the last like 10 pages do not match like at all. Like the audiobook, a character like stays dead, but in the physical book, they like come back. So like
hi,
2 very different endings.
Thanks for hanging out, even though you're at work. We're happy to have you.
Spurting at work.
Reading Spurts. Hi. Hope everyone's day has been going great. Ours has been going great too. Actually, we kind of forgot when we scheduled these sprints for because we did it a while ago and we were both convinced that they started at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. So we were like, we don't have a lot of time. And then I was like, why don't you look up and see when I scheduled it for? And he was like, 11. I was like, oh, so we've got more time than I thought.
Which is funny because when I initially woke up, I could have swore it said 10, and then
I
all of a sudden
know.
it said 11, and I'm like, "Hun, I think we're like haunted."
Yeah, literally.
The Bartelt haunt.
So I would recommend Notes on an Execution if you haven't read that. It's not really thriller or horror or it's a little bit more literary, but it's just written in a great way. And I'm gonna be talking a lot about that book in my July wrap up, which I'm hoping to film once I finish this book and possibly one more. So yeah. I really enjoyed Notes on an Execution too. Nice. Oh, here you go. I have the It Girl and Upgrade audiobooks checked and ready. I've heard better things about Upgrade, and I've heard not as great things about the It Girl, but don't let that affect what you
I
choose.
would say Upgrade. I mean, I'm biased because I read that book and not the other one, but
I'm in a thriller suspense mood.
all right, well that gets rid of
That's
Upgrade.
that would be the It Girl. It
There's
is
some suspense with
1,153 pages.
11 and change.
Just read it at the end of May, beginning of June. Took me about 18 days to read it. Wow, nice job. That's
I
great.
don't remember how long it took me to read it. I
I
just
don't know
like I
either.
think I went gung ho and just read the hell out of it in the span of like 4 days, and I did nothing but that for those 4 days.
Are you still in the middle of Doomickey, Kim? I think that's the one that you said that you were reading last time. Um, I haven't heard a lot of reviews. I've only seen just a couple, and I can't remember what about the book they didn't like, so don't let that deter you. I'm actually planning to read it too. It's one that I didn't put directly on my August TBR, but I would love to get to it in August. When I'm in the mood. I am kind of a mood reader, but I did pretty good at sticking with my July TBR. July was my first month I've ever made a TBR, and obviously the first month I was on BookTube. So it's been a lot of firsts. Like this is about to be my first wrap up and everything. So yeah, I would say go for it, girl, and
Uh,
let us know because then that'll get us more hyped for it. Is Upgrade fast paced?
uh, does not start out that way, I will say.
It's not as like scientific
It
as
no,
Project Hail Mary,
it
right?
kind of can get scientific. It honestly felt like it went by pretty quick, actually. So I'm not gonna lie, it actually is decently fast paced. There are some scientific things, but I mean, it seems like it actually does move kind of fast. So
Nice. Good morning. So glad I could join today. Reading Joyland by Stephen King. That is one of the Stephen King books that I am interested in reading because
thriller aspect.
I like that it's more of a thriller, but I also like the like carnival vibes, right? Right.
Yeah.
Let us know how you're liking it though. Um, yes, I'm on page 475 of 691. Oh, nice. I've not worked on reading it since the day before yesterday, hoping to finish it today or tomorrow. That's awesome. You're good of the way in. That's amazing.
My next King book is The Gunslinger. I'm starting my reread of the Dark Tower series. So, yay.
Yeah. So let's change this up now. Let's do
Until 55.
55. We might as well just do until the hour then.
Yeah, let's just do till the end of the hour.
All right, for this first one, we'll do a 40-minute just to get us to the end of the hour. Does that work for everybody? Hopefully, because I'm about to. How many? We'll answer these quick. I didn't hear if you said Danielle, but are you enjoying Paul Bear's Club? My library hold is available. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the idea of it. I've hit kind of a dull section of the book, in my opinion. It's been a little slow, so it's taking me a little while, but I like the idea of it. I'm enjoying it enough to want to stick it out to the end. And I've heard the ending has very mixed opinions, so this could either get up to a 5-star or it could drop it down to a 1. I don't know, but I am finishing it. How many books have you read? Oh, how many King books have you read total? Probably like 55. You only
Um,
have like
I think
15
I'm in the
left, right?
50s. I've read a lot. I
Yeah.
tried making ranking videos and that kind of went on pause because I eventually just kept reading them. And I initially was just going to pause and make the videos, but then I just kept going. So
Somewhere in the
I'm in the
50s.
50s because I think he's written 74
Yeah.
works, including collections. So with Fairy Tale coming out next in September, that put him at I think 74 or 75. But I've read in the 50s. I don't have a whole lot left to go through, at least for the first time. I've already reread a couple,
Mhm.
but I would say I'm probably in the 50s.
Yeah.
So I have not read Doomickey though, so that's one that Kim has got me
Nice.
on.
Nice. I really want to read Stephen King, but I am intimidated by the length of his books. I would
He,
say maybe Misery, Carrie, or Joyland then are
I mean,
shorter
yeah,
like
those three
hits.
are shorter books. They're all good. I need to reread Carrie. I don't give me that look. She wanted me to reread Carrie a long time ago, but I just never did. Um, I would definitely say Carrie is a good one to start with. My journey began on The Long Walk. That was the first King book I read. So I would actually consider The Long Walk to be kind of like, and actually this might answer this question.
Joyland.
Joyland is a bit of a thriller. Any of his hard case crimes, The Colorado Kid, which I didn't really enjoy. Later is another one that's decent. I would also say The Long Walk. A lot of his ones he wrote as Richard Bachman were kind of feely of thriller. The Running Man. The only one I wouldn't do is Rage. Rage is one that I would avoid if you are, because it's about a school shooting. So I would definitely avoid that one. I read it just because I needed to read all of his works. Don't know if I'll read it again. Um, but The Long Walk is good. The Running Man. Thinner is another really good one. Blaze is whatever. Roadwork, I think, is underappreciated, and that's kind of like a thrillerish kind of book.
Mhm.
So anything he wrote as Richard Bachman besides Rage, I would probably say is a decent bet.
Got it. We'll answer this and then we'll start the sprint. You can send us the link to one of our Instagrams, and we're neither of us will ever be very good at doing like a group read if it's like very structured because of our work schedules and everything. But you can definitely send us the link to one of our Instagrams, and that sounds fun. Coming up soon.
Yes, I'm excited for that to be released. So,
All
but
right.
yes, let's start reading,
We'll see you guys
guys.
in like a half hour ish. All right. I think I got like 24 pages more in my book. And if you're just tuning in, I'm reading. Oh, I forgot I took the cover off. I'm reading The Pallbearers Club, and I'm very close to the end. So it's getting interesting. I'm getting into it. A lot of spooky stuff is starting to happen. So yeah, all good things here. We're revving up to the ending. How's your book? Show them what you started.
So I am on page 47 of Video Night by Adam Caesar, and it is very intriguing so far. Um, already have had two deaths in the book, which is pretty
What?
iconic. So I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely like it feels like an Adam Caesar based off of the
Clown
Clown
in
in
a
a
cornfield.
Cornfield.
This cover is awesome too. It's very it looks very realistic.
Very spooky.
Very
I
spooky.
mean, and it starts too. Like it starts out with like two teens like doing it in a van, and then all of a sudden the guy just like implodes. So,
Oh, nice. Very
so
cool.
no spoilers. It's at the very beginning of the book.
Let us know how far you got in your book. And also, don't forget to give this stream a like. And don't forget to subscribe to me and to Zack. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers. It'll be very exciting. And he is getting close to 4,000. But let us know how far you got in your book, what you're planning to read next. What are some books you are wanting to read in August? What's your favorite book you've read in July so far? Let us know all the things. 50 pages in Joyland. Good book so far. Nice. That's really good. Do you want to say any more about Joyland? Anything else to add?
Joyland was. It's been a while since I've read it, but I remember what I gave it. 4 stars.
Gosh. Alrighty then. I'm reading The Night Circus. It might be my favorite for the month. Too early to say for sure. The Night Circus is by Aaron Morgenstern, I think. Is that the one that you're reading? I think that's more of a fantasy too, right? I know I've heard of the book, but I have not read it, and I'm not sure that it'll get to my TBR. I really wish I could read fantasy. I just don't think I've found the right one to get started with because
Harry Potter.
I do not want to read Harry Potter.
Hot takes.
I would, if I read fantasy, I'd want it to be a mix, like some spooky with it, which I do. Again, talking about my August TBR, I do have a book that I think has a good blend of that coming in my TBR. So we'll see. But yeah, that's going to be where I try and get started with. And yeah, also, I mentioned at the beginning, if you're new here, we both have a video going out tomorrow. My August TBR is going to be posted tomorrow, and he has come book shopping with me. And we're also going to the library once we're done with the stream because we have a bunch of books due and we need a refresh. Also, if you are new here, he got me a new bookshelf cube setup for my birthday because that's what I wanted. And I have almost got it set up and I'm planning to do a video going over that. We also need to do a video going over our horror bookshelves and our thriller bookshelves slash cart slash collection. So that's something we are still working towards, but it's taken a little bit to set them up. It has Studio Ghibli, Moulin Rouge vibes, if you like those kind of things at all. Um, I don't know if I do. I've definitely heard of the book though. I know it's a pretty popular one, and I think it's a book that a lot of people say is their favorite too. Hi, what are you reading? Thanks for coming by. Um, so yeah, hopefully those bookshelf uh tours will get filmed soon. Like I said, I need to go to the library to return books because one of the shelves On the bookshelf is for library books, but all the library books are due. So I want to be able to film it when I got the shelf full and everything. So we're going to be doing that as soon as we get off of here. Also, if you're new, Zach was interested in doing late night sprints possibly tonight. So if you like that sort of idea, let us know because we're not going to want to do it for just a couple. Oh yes, still reading The Castaways. I'm not a very fast reader. I'm not either. Especially if it's an audiobook, I usually go between 1.5 and like a 2.2 speed, which that's getting on the faster side. But physically, like we just read for 35 minutes and I think I got maybe like 25 pages done, 24, 25 pages. So it just takes me a little while, especially if the book is slow. I feel like I have to like reread stuff to keep track of it all. I just started Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. I wanted to read this for a while. Have you read it? Neither of us have. We kind of have just gotten into Gillian Flynn because it took us until this year to read um, Gone Girl, which is one of our favorite movies of all time. It's probably in my top 5 favorite movies of all time. That's a fun question. What's your favorite movie of all time? So it took us a while to read Gone Girl, but I know that her other books are very well loved as well. And we do have them. So they are definitely on the list. Dark Places is my favorite Gillian Flynn. Nice. Do you want to give me like an elevator pitch of what that one's about? Because I don't entirely know. Yes, the late night sprints. Just finished a book, The Atonement by Kirsten Modglin
Don't ask me to
was
pronounce
5
it.
stars for me. This author is like going around, I think, right? If I'm remembering the right one. I can't remember which one is her most popular one. I think it's The Arrangement, maybe. But she has, I know that she's very well liked, I think, in the booktube community with the girlies. So Maj Lynn. Got it. Yeah, I think I've definitely heard her name going around in the videos that I watch, and I watch a lot of booktube. I pretty much always have it on in the background of what I'm doing, unless I'm reading an audiobook. So, right?
Yeah.
Also, I mentioned at the beginning, I'm currently technically in the middle of 3 or 4 books. I can't remember what the fourth one. Oh, yeah, we did remember what it was. I'm currently reading 4 books, and I'm trying to finish 2 of them before the end of July. The first one I'm trying to finish is obviously The Pallbearers Club. And then the other one I'm trying to finish is The Stillwater Girls by Minka Kent. So I'm hoping to have 2 more books done in July, which would put my total at 11 for the month. The other 2 that I'm in the middle of are All Good People Here, which is an arc by Ashley Flowers, and which is a thriller or a mystery. And then Haunting of Hill House, which I mentioned in my Summerween vlogs, which you all know. Shirley Jackson, horror, classic, slow. Not happening. Not in a super big rush for that one. So that's all the books I'm currently reading. Actually, that's a fun question too. Are you the type of person who can only be reading one book at a time, or do you always have multiple books going at once? Let me know because I'd be very curious. What's your answer?
I'm usually just one book, but
Maybe two.
yeah, maybe two. My attention span is that of a rock, so
The one I just read, The Atonement, was the 3rd book in the arrangement trilogy. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the one I think I've heard about the most is The Arrangement. And yeah, I think her books are all on Kindle Unlimited, right? I think. Don't quote me on that. Which I just got Kindle Unlimited recently because I wanted to read some horror novellas. I have multiple books going at once all the time. Nice. And I'm currently reading 3 books, 2 physical and 1 audio. What are the books? I'd be interested to know.
my other book is currently 11/22/63.
which he started in 2020.
Yep.
I usually read 2 to 3 books at one time. See? I'm not the only one. Yes, all KMod is on KU. Oh, that's a fun sentence. Um, depends on the genre. If it's fantasy, I can only have one book. Otherwise, multiple books. Ooh, a fantasy reader. What's your do you read like the super like high fantasy like 800-page books, or what's the kind of fantasy that you like reading? Because I'd be curious since I don't know a whole lot. It started in 2020.
It's
No,
factual.
literally.
It's factual. Yeah, I started it a while ago.
But it was a soft DNF.
For the time being, yeah. I'm
He's
gonna finish it, but
yeah.
yes. I had 3 books by King I started in like 2020, 2019. Insomnia, Under the Dome, and 1122. 3 big boys, and I finished 2 of them. So I finished Insomnia finally and Under the Dome. So
Well, also neither of us read a lot or any historical fiction, and I know that that one is much more historical based, right?
yeah.
Hi. Thanks for stopping by. 11/22/63 is one of my favorite books of all time in life ever. And after I read it, I felt like no book would ever be as good ever again. Well, dang. That's a pitch. I'm glad you liked it so much. High fantasy, long series and long books. Under the Dome was fine. The ending was so strange.
Yeah, that ending a lot of people did not thoroughly enjoy because it's one of those endings where I feel like I don't know. It's like the ending where it's like you have this whole giant story and then like he just like kind of seemed to not really know how to thoroughly end it in a logical way, so he's just like, yeah, we'll toss those in the book. And it's just like, okay. I don't know. I feel like he had a different approach for how the book was supposed to be, and then at the last minute he was just like, yeah, I think we'll just do that. That sounds right.
Zach, I think we're all waiting on you to finish 11/22/63. It's one of my favorites as well.
They're all waiting for me to finish something.
Well, because anytime he's like, "Oh, which Stephen King book should I read?" or anything, pretty much 11/22 is always the one that people
Well,
are
yeah,
like,
I
"Get to
like
that
the
one."
last couple of times I've like asked for opinions on what the next King book should be. I've like taken 1122 out of account because everyone just says that book. So
Sorry, I'm yawning.
I'm probably gonna start now too.
I'm currently reading King in chronological pub order, and I'm at Roadwork, but I'm not overly excited to read it, so I'm putting it off. Have you read it, Zach?
That's actually one of my most under. What's the term?
It's like an underdog,
Sure, yeah.
underappreciated.
It's a underdog. It's a book that I
It's not weird.
underrated. I think it's an
Sure.
underrated book. I wrote like I've read it once, and I honestly think that Roadwork is actually a bit better than I would think because a lot of people hate Rose Matter, and I recently read that. Recent reads coming out soon, and I've started to realize that you can't. Okay, this is about to get like real like whimsical here. So when it comes to King,
Great.
when it comes to Stephen King, you can't go into every book expecting it to be a horror type book or a book that's like super messed up. He's got books that are they're very different, which is why he's like a super genre person. Like he'll write thrillers, mysteries. Like he's got all these other books, but he's based purely on his like horror stuff. So in my opinion, you can't go into a King book expecting it to be like, oh, this is going to be like The Shining or this is going to be like It, because not every book he's written is like that. Rose Matter is an all right book. Um, I think Road Work is an all right book. I don't hate it. It's like in my middle of the road pack. The problem I feel like I'm going to get for saying that is I can't like say that and then like, oh, every King book's a 4-star book now because I think about it differently. That's not the case. He still has some really crappy books. Elevation. But I I don't know. That's my hot take on Stephen King. So Roadwork, I have read it. It was a 4 star. I think it's all right. You just got to go into it with a different mindset. So there you go.
That's pretty impressive that you're reading them in chronological pub order. I think Zach wanted to originally, but then all the newer books get so talked about and hyped that.
It honestly makes sense to do it in pub order because of how many connections he's got within like different towns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that would actually make sense to do it that way, which I definitely did not do that. So
You're good. I've been wanting to read some horror manga books. Have you guys read any? If you have, what would you suggest? Have not.
Junji Ito
Junji
is
Ito.
like the biggest one that I can think of, but neither of us have read anything by them.
He's the one I
So
I want to read. So I don't know. I can't. I haven't read any yet, so I can't give you any suggestions that I have personally. Everyone says that most of Stephen King's books endings are bad.
yeah, I've heard a lot of that too. His endings have lack of ending. It's I don't know. He's written a couple where the ending I've been like, you're gonna end the book like that, really? But okay. So I don't know. I don't know. The Shining I thought was beautiful. Pet Cemetery I thought was horrific and it was horrifically beautiful. But I don't know. I've heard that rumor. It's not really a rumor. It's like factual. He's not the best at ending books. He's also really bad at like romances. The only exception, which when I do my reread, I'm going to give it a fair chance, is Wizard and Glass. So, but yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. But let's get on to the next one here.
Totally agree. The Dead Zone is fantastic. His minimal horror elements, oh, it has minimal horror elements overall, but it's one of my
It's in my
favorites.
top five.
Very nice.
I think it's number four. I think yeah, it's number four. I think
Mm-hmm.
it was a really good book. I liked it.
Um, Finished Cirque Berserk and loved it. That's good to hear. I've only heard good things about it, so I'm excited. I think you were here at the beginning because I said
I
I
remember Jules Bud.
I put it on my August TBR, which that video is coming out tomorrow. Hey you guys, I'm not reading right now because I'm eating, but I wanted to pop in here real quick and tell Zach that there's a new cover of If It Bleeds because I know he's a big collector.
Don't know if you're still on, but is it a U.S. or a U.K. cover?
Look it up. That's exactly why I'm doing it, to be able to slowly spot the connections, etc. It's a fun time. What's been your favorite so far? If you already said that, I'm so sorry. Horror, thriller, fantasy, historical. King does it all, but one thing stays the same, and that's that Maine is the scariest place in the universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my gosh.
I'm definitely not seeing this new cover, but I'm also doing it on Amazon, so I'm probably wrong.
Just search like If It Bleeds 2022. King's endings can be weak, but my favorite endings of his are Salem's Lot, The Shining, The Green Mile, and The Dark Tower. Controversial, but I thought it was great. That's going to need to be a comment that you.
Yeah, that's gonna be a me. Give me a hot second here. I'm trying to see this cover.
My favorite endings are Salem's Lot, The Shining, The Green Mile, and The Dark Tower. I know The Green Mile's ending because I've seen that movie, and I think it ends similar, right?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any new cover, but I could be wrong. Could be also a UK edition, which is why I'm not seeing it. What was the question? King's endings can be weak, but my favorite are Salem's Lot, The Shining, The Green Mile, and The Dark Tower. Controversial, but I thought it was great. Yeah, The Dark Tower, that ending was like, whoo. Because I had heard it ends like in a really like way where it's like really, oh yeah, I did a video on this. It was the same thing. It was like we had this whole giant story, like 7 books before it went through the keyhole, and then you end it with that. It's like, huh, yeah, screw you guys. I was just like, really? Why would you end it that way? Um, I what else am I trying to say here?
I'm not
The
totally sure.
Shining was fantastic. I love that, no duh. The Green Mile also fantastic. I think that's my fifth favorite King book of all time. Salem's Lot. I did a reread of that. I liked that book a lot, and obviously the Dark Tower series is just phenomenal. So, except for a couple of the books, but
Lissy's story.
Lissy's story I know is a love story,
Got it.
or well, it's like a love-ish type story. Wizard and Glass is supposed to be a love story, which is the fourth book of the Dark Tower series. It's supposed to be. Um, um, I can't think of another one off the top of my head. No, Adrian McKitney.
There you go.
McKitney.
If you don't know what this reference is, you should go watch Zach's video from yesterday.
What did I keep saying? Wasn't it Adrian McKinty?
No,
No, McKinty. I kept
just
saying
go watch the video. We
Yeah.
included
I'm
bloopers in it.
Starting to throw myself off already.
And I think that there's actually going to be bloopers in tomorrow's video
Something
too.
Malfoy. Who was the other one? Ronald Malfi.
Yeah.
I kept saying Malfi, but it was Malfoy. Yeah, that was great.
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure where I should look. I took a screenshot of it, but not sure. Hold on. If I'm reading this right, if I can put it in the chat.
I'm not sure where I wasn't sure. Okay.
I get what she's saying. She
Yeah.
saw it at Walmart. Oh yeah, so that wouldn't be that would be a new cover.
Yeah, it'd be a Walmart
Interesting.
exclusive. Oh, was there maybe like a TV show coming out for one of the episodes? Or what episodes? One of the stories?
I don't know.
English is hard.
Did you not find it?
No.
Okay. If you are friends with Zack's Bookstagram, send him a DM of it, and we can look it up through there and show the cam. No, you're fine. I threw my book across the room when I finished The Dark Tower. Then I thought about it for a month and decided I loved it.
That's how I felt when a certain character died in that book.
Mhm.
You could literally ask Danielle. I was like that for a hot minute.
You can keep talking.
So I straight up was just like, "Oh my god, they really just did that to this person. I can't believe it." I hated it. And then Stranger Things 4 happened, and that's another same character name but yeah.
Bloopers are always fun to watch. Try to include them in future videos.
I'm trying to stay monetized.
We've been trying to include them more. We've actually started a blooper reel for we used to just delete the bloopers and everything, but we've put them in a separate video, and then
there's been so many lately that we're trying to compile.
There's usually like at least one in a video. It's not like the Malfi or the McKitney one, but
I also if it's way too early in the morning, we'll cut so many yawns, it's ridiculous. Like if we were to make a yawn compilation, it would probably be like a 30-minute video.
Well, yeah. So basically, we've started saving all the bloopers, and then we're gonna make like a full-on like blooper reel with them. So we're keeping them. I will do that now. I love you guys, by the way. You both are my favorite booktubers that I watch. Thank you so much.
Preach.
We'll have Zack look on his Instagram for the picture.
Like right meow.
I don't know if she's gonna send it right now. I told her
right meow
to do it though.
Right meow.
Yes, booktube has been fun. I've been at it for maybe about a month now. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, something around there. I started at the end of June. So yeah, she might not have sent it quite yet.
My thing isn't even loading, so give me a second.
Yeah, our Wi-Fi is probably slow right now because we're using the majority of it towards the stream. So yeah, booktube has been fun. I'm working on some more videos. I have my first secret TBR.
I'll look at it later.
Secret TBR video planned, and I'm excited to get on that. 500 subs is a lot for only 1 month. Well, yes, but also I would love to get there. And I think I'm losing subscribers now that I said that, so that's fine. Whatever. I would love if you subscribe them because it would make my day. I feel like Pallbearers Club leans more literary. It definitely does. You're basically reading a memoir. This guy wrote a memoir from his high school days of starting the Pallbearers Club, and then you know, the girl from the club he was in, got a copy of his manuscript, and she's basically um, annotating his book, and we can see her annotations. And so you're basically trying to figure out who's telling the truth. Like, it seems like he is maybe not remembering things right, or maybe she is making things up. So it's definitely more literary. More episodes coming soon. We have the lineup of guests ready to go. We just need to She said she just sent it. Um we just need to finalize when to record with them. But we have some good guests planned, so new episodes are coming very soon. You can most likely double that amount of subs in a short time if you got 500 in such a short time. And since you started sprinting, your watch hours are going to build up fast. Yeah, the watch hours was never something I was super
Oh wow, that actually looks really cool.
worried about. It was just the subscribers. So, yeah, if you're not subscribed, keep hanging out. More videos to come. We're filming like 3 more videos today for my channel, and we're filming a bunch for him. We're also filming a
There it is.
oh fudge, sorry.
Why? Yeah,
You saw that at
probably hard to
Walmart?
see, but
That's kind of cool.
yeah, it looks really cool.
We're filming a bunch of videos today, like I said, because we were originally going to do sprints on my channel and then sprints on his, but we decided do sprints on mine. We'll take a break. We'll do a bunch of filming, and we already have all the videos planned. So we should be getting a bunch of videos out here quickly. And thank you very much. And we're also filming a Zach and Danielle video too. So, and a Zack Sports video. So if you have no idea what all these channels are, if you go to my channel and go to the channels tab, you should see all the ones I'm talking about. But today is supposed to be a big content day since we're both off work. So yeah. And that will probably lead us to the next sprint. Zach just got a text from his work that he needs to make a phone call. So he's going to step away during this one. So if you see him get up, he'll be right back. He's just going to take this phone call. So let's do until, oh, on the hour again. My gosh. That new cover of If It Bleeds looks like Near the Bone by Christina Henry,
Which was a very good book.
which is a book I definitely want to read, but I want to wait and read it a little bit more towards the winter. So let's do until the hour,
Let's do until one.
until
One
1
CST.
1 CST. All right. Enjoy your books and let's go. All right. I think I got another 20 pages done. Sorry if you can hear the ambulance outside. We have our windows open. Okay. Yeah, today actually, hopefully it's at Walmart where you're at, if you guys have a Walmart. We actually do have a Walmart, and we actually need to go to Walmart because we have to get some groceries. We usually go to I unmuted us, right? Okay. We usually get our groceries from like Target pickup, but they don't always have what we need. So we usually end up needing to go to two different spots. So yeah, we might have to end our morning sprints a little sooner than the 3 hours we were wanting to do. But we'll have to see.
With it ending shorter, we could possibly do another one before bowling league starts.
Possibly, yes.
So stay tuned. So it's we either are going to be doing one after bowling, which would be like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I kind of want to do the late night. I like the idea of that.
Or it would be probably 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah. And no, it would probably be late night.
Yeah, I would say let's do the late night one.
How's your book going?
It's getting very freaky.
Do you want to show what you're reading again in case someone's new?
Video Night by Adam Caesar. It's about aliens and the horniness of teenagers from the 80s.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, so it's very good. I'm enjoying it a lot. More people are getting offed and getting basically possessed by aliens. So it's pretty weird.
Nice.
I'm really enjoying it though. So I will definitely try and finish this today, hopefully.
Well, yeah, like I said, when we get off of here, we have to run a couple of errands. We got to go to Walmart, and we're going to the library. And then when we get back, we'll probably do some reading just like on our own time. I'm hoping if we do the late night sprints tonight, I'm hoping to not still be doing this book. I'm hoping to have a different one to bring to the discussion table. So
I'll probably still be on this one.
I probably shouldn't be because, like I said, we'll have time before bowling that we'll be doing like our own thing and after filming and everything. But yeah, he has to. We also need to swing by one of his coworkers' houses. That was the phone call he just got. So yeah, we're gonna have to.
I was counting for basically this entire sprint. I still read though. I was able to read a little bit.
Yeah. So we'll have to cut this morning sesh here. But yeah, late night. It'll be like I said, 9:30 CST, 9:30 p.m. CST.
And that's if our bowling league gets out on time and there's no issues. The league starts at 7, but sometimes a lane could break down
And those will be on his channel.
The late night sprint?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The late night sprint tonight will be on Zack's books.
Which should be linked in the description box. I never changed the description box for live streams, so whatever's down there, whatever. But his channel definitely will be down there. And also, I finally started linking both my Goodreads and my Storygraph. I know I still need to update Storygraph, and if you're also new to my channel, I have not been tracking books I just started really tracking them again when I started my channel like a month ago. So I've read other books this year, but they're just not on Goodreads. But yes, I did just start a Storygraph to also give the Storygraph people updates as well. And we might do that for him too. But our home base is still Goodreads. I just also use the other one. So
does that other one have half-star ratings or no?
And you can DNF.
That's Goodreads. Get on it.
Literally. So anyway, we'll probably see you all tonight, right? Hopefully. We'll let you know. We'll put it in our Instagram stories and you'll see. We'll put the thumbnail up for the live stream on Zack's channel so you can see what time. It might be very like impromptu though. Like when we get home, we'll grab our books and stuff and
R.I.P.
start up. So yeah, thank you all for joining the morning session. And hopefully, we'll see you all for late night sprints.
Late night sprints.
Late night rin sprints.
Late night sprints.
And yeah, thank you for watching and subscribe to both of us. Give the stream a like, it helps us out. And we'll see you all tonight or tomorrow. We both have a video going up. So we'll see you any of those times and have a great day.
Later.
Bye.